are with the dynamic duo, the Criswell team, and we're going to tell you exactly the results of the blue peel as promised. Welcome, Kara and Brian. We're so excited to have you on the set tonight.
Thanks, Debra. Glad to be here as always.
And we are going to walk our audience through the actual procedure of the blue peel. We've had so many emails. We promised them. We did a little teaser on it, and everybody's wanting to know exactly how it works and the after effects of it. So without further ado, we are going to start the presentation and show them the actual procedure, if that's okay with you guys.
That's great.
Absolutely. Okay.
Hi, I'm Dr. Brian Criswell with Criswell and Criswell Plastic Surgery, and I'm here today with my wife, the other doctor at Criswell and Criswell, Dr. Kara Criswell, and we're here with Debra Kennedy. And as promised on the Debra Kennedy show, we're going to be performing a blue peel on Debra today for all of you to watch. One of the great things about the blue peel is it is a chemical peel that resurfaces the skin, and it gives you tighter, clearer, healthier, and younger looking skin, and it lasts for years. It's not a cutting-edge technology. It's actually been around for a little while. However, it's making the media circuit. You've seen it on Rachel. You've heard people talk about it on TV and on the internet. But it's a very reliable, tried-and-true, cost-effective resurfacing procedure. It's significantly less, probably half as much or a third as much as laser resurfacing, and it'll give you the same results. So what we're going to be doing today is a blue peel, and it's going to take about 10 minutes of Debra's time, and she's going to see results within a week. And then she's going to continue to see results for the next 3 to 4 weeks, and those results will last potentially for years. We're going to go ahead and start the procedure now. We're going to begin with the blue peel. It's already been prepared on the back table. This is a physician-grade peel. This is not something you can have done just at any spa or esthetician's office. It's physician-grade. Because of that, it needs to be done with caution and by a trained professional. You'll watch as I do it that it is very easy, and Debra is only going to feel me massaging her skin with little sponges. Robin is holding a fan, not to dry the blue peel, but just to provide a little cooling relief. In a few minutes, Debra may feel a little bit of the sting of the chemical peel. It does do what it's supposed to do. It does resurface the skin, and so there's a little bit of sting to it. But as you can tell, it's very well tolerated. It goes on very easily. This type of chemical peel gives very similar results to a laser resurfacing. We use lasers here at Criswell and Criswell as well. However, lasers can run $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 for a resurfacing, and a blue peel is going to run $800 to $1,000. So it's much more affordable, and it gives very comparable results. You'll notice her Smurf-like appearance as her skin turns blue, and that's the special formula in the blue peel. And it allows me to see how deep the peel is going, and allows me to control just how strong a peel she's getting. Maybe notice she's had it on for a while now, so this is about as uncomfortable as it's going to get. There's a little sting with it. The blue lasts a couple of days, and over the next few days, Debra's going to be taking care of her skin and cleaning the skin, and dead cells and dead skin in this blue are going to be coming off. And in a few days, she'll be able to cover with makeup, and within a week, she'll be healed. The blue peel can be done on the face, it can be done on the neck, it can be done on the backs of hands, it can be carried down into the chest area. And all the areas it's applied to, it's going to tighten the skin, shrink the pores, get rid of age spots, sunspots, fine lines and wrinkles. It can be used right underneath the eyes, so underneath the eyelids and on the eyelids, so it does a little eyelid tightening. So many people who are not ready for an eyelid lift may benefit from some resurfacing of their eyelids to tighten them up.
How you doing, Debra?
I'm not filling anything out. Feels somewhat like a spa treatment.
It's important if you're going to have a physician-grade peel that you meet with your physician ahead of time before you have any procedures. And one of the things that we are adamant about is you need to pre-treat your skin so that it is healthy and ready for a resurfacing, a chemical peel. So all of our patients will meet with ahead of time and prepare them for a resurfacing procedure like the blue peel. So Debra has been on skincare products. Sure, go ahead and take one. Okay, take some more. She'll mix up a little more. For about a month ahead of time, so that when she heals, her skin heals with tighter skin that is the same tone, and there's no hyperpigmentation areas, and it heals faster. It's possible to have this peel without a pre-treatment, but the results are not as good. If there is any stinging involved, it lasts about 5 minutes and then slowly fades away. On here. I'm going to look at the blue and the blue peel, and I can judge the depth in any areas, any troublesome areas for Debra. I'm going to reapply so she has a second coat, and the peel is deeper in these areas. After a resurfacing procedure, whether it's with the blue peel or a laser, today it's the blue peel, you do have to follow a few instructions as your skin heals. You can't do any rigorous exercising. You can't do a lot of sweating afterwards as your skin heals. You have to be very gentle with cleaning your face so that you don't rub off too many of the skin cells early on. And we put you back on your skincare regimen so that you heal as fast as possible. I'm just going to touch up a few extra areas that may have previously had a few extra fine lines. And we are about done. How are you doing, Debra?
Good.
Good? most blue peels, you generally will not have two plastic surgeons doing the procedure at the same time. So Debra has the opportunity today to have both Kara and myself.
I'm a lucky girl.
It's very clear why it's called the blue peel. As you see the peel go on, it obviously colors her skin blue. That does come off. The reason for the blue is it allows me to see exactly how deep I'm going with each pass, so I can control very accurately how deep a peel that Debra will get. Okay. And that is the blue peel. We're going to let it sit here for a few minutes as it dries and it continues to work. There's still actually the blue peel, it's a TCA acid, is actually still going into her tissues and still doing its work. And as soon as that dries, it self-neutralizes and there's nothing else we need to do. And when we're all done, we'll get a little of the blue off today. And over the next couple of days, Debra will get the rest of the blue off. And by a week or so, she'll be able to put on makeup and cover up the new look as it heals over the next few weeks. By about 3 to 4 weeks, you'll see the maximum benefit, and that will last years. We do recommend with the blue peel that consider having it done once or twice a year. If you have it once, the results may last 2 or 3 years. However, you can continue to get improvement if you have it done twice a year. So that's our general recommendation, is twice a year on the blue peel. Stinging at all anymore?
Yeah.
Okay.
The first two I felt nothing. With this one,
See something dry over there.
So now you mentioned it goes down different layers. How many layers does this particular one do?
This layer is into the dermis, so the outside layer of the skin is the epidermis, and your facials or your micropeels you have at a spa, those are just affecting the epidermis, the outside of your skin. The deeper peels, such as the blue peel, actually go down into the next layer, so they penetrate and go into the dermis. And yours is into the dermis, not quite into the reticular dermis, where you actually see some bleeding. If you wanted to get a type of resurfacing as deep as a CO2 laser, you can do that with the blue peel, but that is something that you'd want to be a little more sedated for and be prepared to have a little longer downtime. So we're in an intermediate depth. It's a very deep physician grade peel. It's going into your dermis. It's going to give you peeling that lasts for a week or two. But the great thing about the blue peel is it allows me that flexibility to see how deep I want to go in each of those areas. So I went a little bit deeper in your cheeks. They tend to heal faster. Underneath your eyes, where you have some, or had some fine lines, and a little bit around your lips, above and below, where we all start to develop those lines and wrinkles. The blue peel that we've just done here today is gaining popularity. It's been around a long time. I believe the reason it's gaining more popularity is multifactorial. First of all, people just are not willing to put up with a lot of downtime. They're not willing to undergo the longer surgical procedures that then they're out of work for a few weeks and can't be seen in public. With this blue peel, she's going to have a little blue for a day or two. She's going to have some peeling skin, but she can cover it with makeup in a very short period of time. So it's very low downtime. Additionally, I think there was a period of time before the economy crashed that people were looking for the next best expensive thing, and lasers gained popularity. But a laser resurfacing, which would do exactly what we did today, can run 2 to 3 times as much as a blue peel and get the exact same result with the blue peel versus laser. So I think people are being sensible about it and saying, what can I do that'll give me the biggest bang for my buck, but I can still go back to work as quickly as possible. So the blue peel offers that.
oh my gosh! Hey audience, I just wanted to let you know that this procedure was relatively painless. It was pretty much like being at a spa. Now I'm sure the blue is scaring you a little bit because it scared me, but I cannot wait for the end result, and I can't wait to show you. See you then.
with Criswell and Criswell Plastic Surgery, this is just one of the ways that we can help with facial rejuvenation. We do all types of plastic surgery procedures, facial procedures, and this is just one way to help bring back a little youth and health to her skin. All right, the blue is all gone. You actually will not notice much right away.
I feel tight.
Yeah, skin will start getting tight. And then you will start losing the outer layer of skin very slowly. But you know, if you're exfoliating, or not exfoliating, but if you're washing every day, like as far as the instructions we'll talk about, then you won't notice one big slough of skin.
Try to not animate too much. Because what will, I know, right? But what will happen is that you get, that's when it cracks, and then it hurts.
I won't animate too much because I won't be going out. Anyway. It's still blue.
It's fashion. It's beauty.
I personally believe that every single person can do something.
It's celebrity.
And then you were starring in Whitaker Bay.
Whitaker Bay, which was, of course, in North Carolina Beach.
It's fun.
Holy cow, I'm on the Debra Kennedy show. It doesn't get any better. It is cute.
Join us here on Saturday nights at 9:30 on Access 21 for the Debra Kennedy Show. Beauty from the inside out and the outside in. And now we're back. Can you believe that procedure? It was so easy. I'm going to talk to the Criswells about the after pictures and a little bit about other patient experiences. I'm going to start with you, Dr. Bryan. Yes. We just showed, the great procedure. It was a quick procedure. I was amazed that it really felt like a spa treatment. With the third pass, I felt a little bit of a tingling sensation.
Right.
And is that pretty normal?
It is. I wanted to make sure that you felt like you're getting a result. So you do feel a little sting with the blue peel. But some patients hardly feel anything at all. Like yourself, you notice that there's very little discomfort, and it is very close to being at a spa.
Right. And actually, right now, we're going to show day 2 of what the procedure looked like. Day 1, I did look like a Smurfette or Avatar, some people would like to say. And even after day 2, it was still pretty heavy blue. So we're going to show that picture. We're also going to segue into day 4, and then we're going to show day 6 so their audience can get a true picture of what happens during those 3 days. And Kara, I'm going to go back to you. And you were obviously assisting with the procedure, but you have very typical results for me. I did not have a lot of the peeling, although I could tell a huge difference. I could tell a big difference in my eyelids. They were tighter. The skin was very much tighter. Love the neck. It was, a really huge difference in the mirror and how it felt being tighter. And the fine lines around the eyes. Is that a normal reaction?
Well, I think that one of the things to consider is that you take excellent care of your skin, and you did a wonderful pre-treatment, which really prepared the skin for the peel. So in that way, you would notice that you still had the blue on, and then as the blue is coming off, that is actually that top layer of skin that's coming off. Some people may have a little bit more cracking, a little bit more of sheet kind of a peel, but those are the patients that perhaps don't take quite as good a care of the skin as you do, and probably weren't as meticulous with their post-op care as you were. So I think that your result is fantastic, and I'm glad that you didn't have some of the discomfort that can be part of the post-blue peel. But I think that it's pretty typical to have the normal tingling and have a little bit of that tightness and a little bit of peeling throughout. The blue is variable. Really, I think Brian did several layers on you to really have an excellent result, and so as a result, there's a little bit more blue pigment than just somebody who does 1 or 2 passes. So I think that you've had a really typical result for someone who takes very good care of their skin.
And I do want to say, when I first walked into the studio tonight, our editor, Dean, said, "Your face looks amazing. You look 10 years younger." And so it's really in those people commenting you that really they don't know that you had a procedure done. And it's a simple procedure. It was really like going to a spa. You had to stay in for a few days because you didn't want to, scare people with the tone of your skin. But you could get lots of things done, like your closets cleaned, lots of housework. Did I do that? Absolutely not. I enjoyed myself. And after the day 5 or day 6, you go a little stir crazy. But the results were phenomenal, and for a minimal cost, very minimal, $800. You spend that on injections. It was such a huge difference.
Right, and I haven't seen you since the procedure, and as soon as I saw you, I could tell right away a huge difference in your neck, your skin tightness, especially around your eyes. And you and I had talked earlier that the blue peel can actually be used to tighten the skin around the eyes, and it can actually take the place of an eyelid lift for some people. And in your case, I think it's great. The skin looks tighter, the wrinkles are gone. It's dramatic.
And I do want to just say one thing, that you hear so many people that have different types of peels. And what I did enjoy about the blue peel, and I have not had any other peels before, was that you really controlled it. And that's why you guys love this particular one, because oftentimes you read where people really get deeply burned and scarred, or maybe it went too deep. This is one that you control, because I noticed in the procedure you'd say, oh, it's frosting or frothing or whatever. You could tell the white part come up. What exactly does that mean?
Well, I think that the two things that are excellent about the Obagi Blue Peel is, number one, the pigment shows you exactly where you've treated the areas, and also the depth of the blue is the depth of the peel. So you're never going to over-treat an area, because you actually see exactly where you've been. When the pigment and the acid is starting to permeate the top layers, that you get kind of a look of a frosting, kind of, you think of frost on the green of a grass, how that little whiteness, that same kind of frosting occurs on the face with the peel.
Oh, okay. So that's exactly what happened there, because I remember you said a couple times that you saw that it was reacting and that it was working, and that's what you want.
It is.
Well, at this time we're going to show an after picture. Our fabulous photographer, Angie Meredith, was so kind to come in tonight and do a picture. So, I mean, obviously I'm the walking, talking after, but she did a picture so that we could show the results of day 2, day 4, day 5, and then it's only been, a little over 2 weeks. So she's going to show that picture. So thank you guys so much for sharing the whole experience and taking the time to walk our audience through exactly how this happens. And then obviously I'm a walking testament of the results. So thank you for always taking your time to be part of our show, just sharing all the information that you have with all the years of experience that you have, and for really caring about our community and your patients as much as you truly do.
Thank you. It's our pleasure.
Okay. So we hope you've enjoyed the segment tonight on the Obagi Blue Peel, and we hope you've enjoyed the dramatic results.